The authentic self and the margins of its meanings. As it shows, authentic self or real self, true self, even this word itself has meanings around. And when you go deep down to the concept and the meaning, you see different people things in a different way. And it's good to repeat even this subject from different perspective. There are some days I see some feedbacks or comments. My last live program has one of them that, how come you're talking about being real and you wear makeup? How come you may use colorful lenses for your eyes? How come you have even here the Instagram filter? We are here just to define different meanings of authentic self and bring this concept of very common, popular, meaning that there are different outstanding meanings in this perspective, in this continuum, better to say. So, first of all, I wanted to say hi. It took time to say hi to you guys, and I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy this type of questions gives us a creativity of making new subjects for our programs, for our courses, for our lives, as I have now for you. I want to start my live in English with asking these coaching questions, these coach-based questions. And I'm become a couple of seconds quiet. What does your authentic self mean to you? What does your authentic self mean to you? And I'm sure each and every of you, as I say these days, 8 million more or less people around the world can give different answers. If I ask you, take your pen and pencil and draw a picture out of it to express what this authentic self means to you, again, there are different responses, reactions, drawing, pictures, or even putting a simple dots inside the page, and all these matters and all these response could be right ones. But for me today here, according to what I search for, authentic self wants to be equal to, I want to tell this meaning out of thousands meaning, that it's expressing the deepest truth within you. Expressing the deepest truth within you. It doesn't mean doing whatever without limits or boundaries. Of course, it's not. Authentic means careless, boundaryless, or rebellious. No, it's not. When we say authentic self, means we are caring about our value lists, our definitions of who we are, our boundaries. And we are not going to say we are rebellious. No. For some people, for some reason, as soon as you're talking about true self, the next question is how we can be true and then go to the street level without our clothes. And so on, and so on, and so on. We are not coming to define our definition basically based on ideology in different countries and different cultures. We have a long way to get there. If we, 8 billion people, live our life truly, if we are in our function of being a mom, a father, a child, and we cover our days after days with different meanings of being a father. I was a father, I couldn't play. I was a mom, I couldn't travel. I am a child, I cannot speak loud. We're talking about these measurements. Imagine if all of us around the world live our life, our one chance of life, as powerful, as authentic, as unleashed way that we're talking at top of these examples, then 70-80% of the problem is going to be answered and is going to be modified, is going to be upgraded. And I'm sure this frequency, this contagious frequency will find better solution for those remaining 20-30% of unanswered question. We are talking about this part of authentic self. Appearance and authenticity. Again, some people asking, choosing clothes, makeup, lenses, let's say, what I choose, Sepide, and I come here and there, even those days that I was not in a good mood, I was not in a happy mood, I just cried in front of camera. This is what I exemplify about true self or charisma self or powerful self. Again, if everybody should do that to be defined as authentic, no. It's very personal. It aligns with our calling, with our mission of the life, with what I consider in my list of values. And I live my life with those values list. And for me, Sepide also is being changing for every one of us. When we say write down your matters of a day, do journaling, just self-discovery means we are always being changing, and that's the beauty of life. So my powerful version today is different from yesterday and is different from tomorrow. And another key question I'm going to ask is, am I doing this out of fear? Fear of judgment was one of the most common ones. You remember for a while, from March 2025, when I started asking this through our short lives, through walking to the nature, most of you guys said, or folks better to say, said fear of judgment. So am I doing all what I do out of fear of judgment or from joy and free choice? This is the subject we want to focus. If I wear lenses because I look authentic, do it. If I wear them only to be accepted because of fear of not being accepted, that's the false self. And again, in our previous programs, we talked about what's the meaning of false self and other versions. False self, in Farsi we say khod kazib. It means comes from our subconscious level. It's different from how we choose to be a liar. To be a liar means consciously I choose not to be the real. But false self is something more deeper. We do it subconsciously out of some repetition, and it's part of our characteristic. That again, we are here to work on it and just make a better version of ourselves if we want. So, just wanted to know if I covered all parts. Now I'm open to your examples. Give me some examples from fear, from the part of our being that you're looking for approval, external approval, that makes us as a false self version of who we are. You give me an example. Whereas when we chose from freedom, it comes from our inner value. If I wear lenses, if I wear makeup, if I use filter in the screen of Instagram, that's one of the skill set to make who I like to be. I don't have great cameraman or the light that I want during the day, and I use these sets, these abilities, these technologies side of the life, and then I'm here to say yes, I use it. We are not talking about that. Our choosing, our powerful choosing from our list of value, that connects us to who we are deeply inside, to makes us specific. The same thing happens in our coaching sessions. The coach sits with the coachee or client to help him find his most powerful version of his deepest inner layer of his being, and be courageous of who he is out of whatever number of being is around the world. Our authentic self, again, means our inner presence. That's why we always recommend to do meditation, yoga, journaling, even quietness. Sit in the quiet moments of your life with a cup of tea in your hand. Take a breath with your choice, with freedom, with responsibility. That's a very miraculous word. Not boundaryless, of course, and not fake. Because we don't need masks to live life. We're going to stay away from that. And I love these words, and for this live I want to focus on them. Inner presence. Do whatever you can connect your inner presence. Do whatever you want to choose your choices consciously, with freedom, with responsibility. That's powerful. That's charisma. And there are different type of definitions from culture side, from coaching side, from philosophy that I had in Farsi version of the life. I rather not to go that far for our English version. And for next time, probably I will add on those, because I don't want to keep you at top of this live. And I remember after a couple of times going through these lives that it was better to mention that our live starts at 12 p.m. Toronto time, EST time, and 7:30 or 19:30 p.m. in Iran's time. But today I remember, okay, how about our other audience, English speakers? Because when I start English version, is already after 10 minutes, or like today, half an hour after our Farsi version. So that was something, an awareness that came to my mind minutes before, and now I just wanted to modify it in this way, that for not making it too long, it's better to wrap up for now. This is the real self I rather to tell you about, because I want to make my role as a job shadow to make this contagious feeling of nothing wrong with being real. Or even choosing the filter now gives me this idea that why this filter makes my cheeks so red. Is it end of the world? No. I wanted to look more fresh for you guys, but if I say, oh no, I didn't use any filter, that's going to be a false self. And in major scale, in more important matters in the world, makes trouble for people. So we wanted to clearly step in different, borderlines, and not mix everything together, and be brave to clarify all these things basically based on our list of values. nothing else I have today for you except for wishing you the best moment of your life. Live life happy. Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to love yourself. Don't forget to write down your feeling. Even if you're happy now, just write down I'm grateful and mention some, maybe 3 to 5 valuable thing in your life, and be grateful for whatever we have. I'm grateful to have you here, Nava, Arzu, Azam. All you are my jewelry of my life. I appreciate your being, and have a blessing time. Till next time. Bye.